Jobs are the cornerstone of human resource management. In an ever-changing workforce, it is critical to understand the role and importance of clearly defined jobs within an organization. Let's take a look at jobs and the process by which we define them in human resource management. Let's start with some definitions. Work is the effort directed towards accomplishing results. Work may be done by humans, machines, or both. The total amount of work to be done in an organization must be divided into jobs so that it can be coordinated in a logical way. A job is a grouping of tasks, duties, and responsibilities that constitutes the total work assignment for an employee. These tasks, duties, and responsibilities may change over time, and therefore the job may change. Ideally, when the work to be done in all jobs in an organization is combined, it should equal the amount of work that the organization needs to have done, no more, no less. The degree to which this ideal is or is not met derives differences in organizational productivity. Jobs increase in number, evolve, duties change, and are combined or eliminated as the needs of the organization changes. If this does not happen, the organization is failing to adapt to the changes in its environment and may be becoming outdated or non-competitive. Several approaches are used to deal with common issues surrounding jobs in any organization. For human resources, the way work flows through the organization and how to make that work more efficient is important. Changing the way jobs are done through job redesign may make people more satisfied, and formally reviewing jobs through workforce analysis can help identify what's to be accomplished. Workflow analysis is the study of the way work moves through the organization. Usually it begins with an examination of the quantity and quality of the desired actual outputs, goods and services. Next, the activities, jobs, and tasks that lead to the outputs are evaluated to see if they're achieving those desired outputs. Finally, the inputs, people, material, information, data, equipment, and so on, must be assessed to determine if they make the outputs and activities better and more efficient. This figure shows a workflow analysis framework. An integrated workflow analysis is likely to lead to better employee involvement, greater efficiency, and more customer satisfaction as organizational work is divided into jobs that can be coordinated. Job design refers to organizing the tasks, duties, and responsibilities and other elements into a productive unit of work. Job redesign refers to changing an existing job to improve it. Identifying the components of a given job is an integral part of job design. Common approaches to job design include, as you see here, job enlargement, job enrichment, and job rotation. Job enlargement involves broadening the scope of the job by expanding the number of different tasks performed. Job enrichment is increasing the depth of a job by adding, for example, responsibility for planning, organizing, controlling, or evaluating. Some examples of job enrichment are as follows: giving the employee an entire job rather than just a piece of work, allowing the employee more flexibility to perform the job as needed, increasing the employee's accountability for work by reducing external control, expanding assignments for employees to do new tasks and develop special areas of expertise, and finally, directing feedback reports to the employee rather than only to management. Finally, job rotation is the process of shifting a person from job to job. There are advantages of job rotation, with one being it develops employees' capabilities for doing several jobs. This model focuses on 5 important job design characteristics of jobs. This figure shows that skill variety, task identity, and task significance affect the meaningfulness of work. Autonomy stimulates responsibility, and feedback provides knowledge of results. Each aspect can make a job better for the job holder to the degree that it's present. Skill variety is the extent to which the work requires several activities for successful completion. Task identity is the extent to which the job includes a whole, identifiable unit of work that's carried out from start to finish, and the results have a visible outcome. Task significance is the important impact the job has on other people. Autonomy is the extent of individual freedom and discretion in work and its scheduling. More autonomy leads to a greater feeling of personal responsibility for work. Feedback is the amount of information employees receive about how well or how poorly they've performed. The advantage of feedback is that it helps employees to understand the effectiveness of their performance and contributes to their overall knowledge about the work. Motivation, performance, and satisfaction can be influenced by the level of each job characteristic we've just discussed. Autonomy and feedback are especially important as we look to desired outcomes. A basic building block of HR management is job analysis, the systematic way of gathering and analyzing information about the content and human requirements of jobs. Job analysis is the basis for all HR practices. Job analysis has grown in importance as the workforce and jobs have changed. To be effective, HR planning, recruiting, and selection should all be based on job requirements and capabilities of individuals that are identified through job analysis. Two different types of job analysis exist: task-based and competency-based job analysis. Let's take a look at each. Task-based job analysis is the most common form and focuses on the tasks, duties, and responsibilities performed in a job. A task is a distinct, identifiable work activity comprised of motions, whereas a duty is a larger work segment comprised of several tasks that are performed by an individual. Since both tasks and duties describe activities, it's not always easy or necessary to distinguish between the two. Task-based job analysis seeks to identify all the tasks, duties, and responsibilities that are part of the job. Unlike the traditional task-based approach to analyzing jobs, the competency approach considers how knowledge and skills are used. Competencies are individual capabilities that can be linked to performance by individuals or teams. The concept of competencies varies widely from organization to organization. The term technical competencies is often used to refer to specific knowledge and skills of employees. A different set of competencies are behavioral competencies. The competency approach attempts to identify the competencies that have been shown to drive employee performance. The process of job analysis must be conducted in a logical manner, as you see in this figure. This process follows a multi-stage approach, regardless of the specific job analysis method used. First, we plan the job analysis process. We identify a purpose and then support the needs of the organization through our analysis of jobs. Preparation for job analysis includes identification of the jobs that need to be analyzed. Next, we review organizational charts, existing descriptions, previous job analysis information, and other resources to make these determinations. This includes identifying those jobs who will be involved in conducting the job analysis and who will be involved in doing that analysis. A key part is identifying and communicating the process to appropriate individuals, affected employees, managers, and others. We conduct our job analysis. Data about jobs are collected using various methods based on time and resources available. Once data from job analysis are compiled, the information should be sorted by job, organizational unit, and job family. The outcome and purpose of job analysis is to develop a job description. At this stage, we draft the job description and job specifications. Generally, organizations find that having managers and employees write the job description is not recommended for several reasons. However, completed drafts, usually developed by human resource professionals, should be reviewed by managers and supervisors and with employees before they're finalized. Once job descriptions and specifications have been completed and reviewed by all appropriate individuals, a system must be developed for keeping them current and posted for organizational resource. Let's look at three common or traditional methods of job analysis: observation, questionnaires, and interviewing. In observation, we observe an employee performing job duties and tasks to complete our job analysis. The observation method is limited because many jobs do not have complete or easily observable job duties or tasks or job cycles. The interview method requires an analyst to talk with employees performing each job. A standard interview form is used most often to record the information. Both the employee and the employee's supervisor must be interviewed to obtain complete details about the job. Sometimes group or panel interviews are used. A team of subject matter experts who have varying insights about a group of jobs is assembled to provide job analysis information. This option may be particularly useful for highly technical or complex jobs. The third and final method of job analysis is questionnaires. The questionnaire is a widely used method of gathering data about jobs. A survey instrument is developed and given to employees and managers to complete. The questionnaire method offers a major advantage in that information about a large number of jobs can be collected in a relatively short period of time. However, the questionnaire method assumes that employees can accurately analyze and communicate information about their jobs. Using interviewing and observation in combination with questionnaire methods allows job analysis to clarify and verify information gathered in questionnaires. One result of the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, is an increased emphasis by employers on conducting job analysis as well as developing and maintaining current and accurate job descriptions. The ADA requires that organizations identify essential job functions, which are the fundamental duties of a job. These do not include marginal functions of positions. Marginal job functions are duties that are part of the job but are incidental or ancillary to the purpose and nature of the job. Three major considerations used in determining essential functions and marginal functions are the following. First, percentage of time spent on tasks. Second, frequency of tasks done. And third, importance of tasks performed. Job analysis should also identify the physical demands of jobs for ADA compliance purposes. Federal Fair Labor Standards Act, or FLSA, and most state wage and hour laws indicate that a percentage of time employees spend on manual, routine, or clerical duties affects whether they must be paid overtime for hours worked in excess of 40 hours per week. To be exempt from overtime, an employee must perform their primary duties as executive, administrative, professional, or outside sales employees. Primary has been interpreted to mean occurring at least 50% of the time. Other legal compliance efforts, such as those involving workplace safety and health, can also be aided through data provided by job analysis and job descriptions. It's difficult for an employer to have a legal staffing system without performing good job analysis. Compliance with FLSA wage and hour law is a good example. Finally, a comment on job specifications. While the job description describes the activities to be done, the job specifications list the knowledge, skills, and abilities, or KSAs, an individual needs to perform a job satisfactorily. KSAs might include the education, experience, work skill requirements, personal abilities, and mental and physical requirements a person needs to do the job.